everybody. So I am here with my wonderful husband Matt.
Hi guys.
And he's just got back from E3 in America. So we're going to be using this video to review some of the awesome merchandise he picked up there. So Matt, do you want to quickly explain to people what exactly E3 is?
Basically, E3 is this big gaming event held once a year in LA. Members of the gaming media and the public and members of the industry all get together to play some of the latest games and new releases. There are also new technologies announced, like Microsoft's HoloLens last year. Those can be showcased as well throughout the 3 days. Basically, it's just a way of showing how the gaming industry is going to progress anywhere in the next couple of months to the next 10 years or so.
So, without further ado, let's get on to the merchandise itself. So last year we picked stuff out at random, however this year I'm going to pick stuff out and Matt's going to tell us a little bit more about it. Now first off, we've got these really cool bags he picked up, which have like pixelated pictures. So we've got the Joker on this side, Batman on this side who looks completely like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then it's got another bag which has Mario on one side and Luigi on the other side, or Green Mario for the casual gamers amongst you. So Matt, anything else you want to say about these bags?
There was another one. They were giving them out once a day, and I missed one.
Oh no, what did you miss?
Mega Man, I think.
Oh, cool.
And now I don't have them all. It says in very big letters, collect them all.
You have failed, Matt. You have failed your duty to collect them all. So I'm going to go right ahead and get the biggest thing, which are these posters. So we've got this one here, which is Sonic Forces. Just batting my one out the way.
This one's better. It's Sonic Mania.
Better how then? Go on, explain about these two games.
Just a better game. Sonic Forces is the latest Sonic game, and it kind of, follows on from some of the previous, let's say, less good Sonic games in being a 3D platformer. Sonic Mania, however, is a 2D platformer in the same vein as the original Sonic games, and that's just why it's better. Sonic doesn't really work as a 3D platformer, in my opinion. They don't control very well. You're almost punished for moving too quickly, which is the point of the Sonic games. Sonic
Gotta go faster.
Sonic works much better as a 2D platformer, and therefore Sonic Mania, as a homage to the originals, is just a better game, and I can't wait to play that one, but I won't be picking up Sonic Forces.
I remember playing the original games in like school computers, just in my break times and stuff. That's pretty much the only games that weren't locked, like the Sonic games. I used to play as Knuckles, he's like my absolute favourite. Your favourite Sonic, just like a mainstream guy.
No, I like Knuckles too.
Knuckles is better. Tell us in the comments, would you prefer Sonic or Knuckles? We'll get the definitive answer on this.
I think this poster is also just better. It's certainly more classic. It's more brightly coloured.
Lots of nostalgia.
Sonic Forces is really kind of like dull.
It looks like a Call of Duty poster or something. It's all like dark and mysterious.
Also, Sonic Forces allows you to import your own original characters.
Ooh.
No, that's not good, because DeviantArt is going to have a field day with that. The Sonic fandom are going to go nuts.
So carrying on the theme of nostalgic platformers, do you want to tell us more about this lovely little hat, which I am going to wear because I just rock it?
Makes you look like a train conductor. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, this hat is the hat from Mario Odyssey, which is where I got it from. I got it as a reward for sitting in line for an hour and then playing Mario Odyssey. A very good game.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Definitely the, the showcase game of E3. It was the one that everyone wanted to play.
How exactly, what's the gameplay like exactly?
So it's a 3D platformer, which unlike Sonic, really does work in the same vein as Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 64. Certainly more like that game than Super Mario Galaxy. It just feels really kind of classic. It feels like the best 3D Mario game since Super Mario 64, and I really can't wait to get my hands on it. The addition of the hat is a really good thing. You can throw the hat to like possess enemies, as you can possess bullet bills.
Not this hat.
No, not this hat.
So I can't throw it to like possess
Mario's hat in the game. And that allows you to get around the map a lot easier. There's open world elements, before you go on to the main like platforming sections.
Okay.
It's just really good, and there's even some elements that allow you to go 2D platform and play elements of like Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3, so it's really good.
When's it being released?
It's October this year, I believe.
Oh sweet, so quite soon then?
It's very soon, yeah.
Oh brilliant, awesome stuff. Well, strong recommendation from him then. So we have another hat. I'm finding a good way of linking the items here. So we've got another hat, this one from Splatoon. Do you want to tell us the story behind this one, Matt?
This was another reward for waiting in line for... This one was longer. This was waiting in line for about 2 hours. Yeah, so I played Splatoon 2, played a Turf Wars game mode. For anyone that hasn't played the original Splatoon, basically you play as these half squid, half human characters, and you have your job in Turf Wars is to cover as much of the map as possible in paint. It's kind of like a very Nintendo shooter game, because instead of shooting enemies, you're running them over with your paintbrushes, or you're shooting them with paint, and that's blowing them up. But it's really cool, and I believe I got this for winning. Our team won, and I don't believe the other team got any hats. So yeah, this was my reward for winning. I say my reward for winning. I think my team certainly did most of the work.
You carry your team.
No, I came third out of 4 of my team.
Also, I've noticed the hat has pretty pink inside, and pink's a lovely colour.
Yes.
So I definitely like
that. I think, like, Odyssey was great, but I think Splatoon 2 was really the most fun I had at E3 in any one game. So I'll definitely be picking that up for my Switch.
I've never actually played it, but I know it's like I've seen it. Looks like quite a fun game.
It's really good. Really ingenious movement controls. You can like go inside any paint that's your colour and basically travel around inside the paint until you reach paint of another colour. So you can really...
Can like go up walls and stuff?
Yeah,
then?
so you can get around the map really easily. It's really cool.
That's a pretty smart idea. Awesome.
My hat.
Your hat? Okay. So I've spotted a game name that I recognise, Fable Fortune, and I've been playing Fable quite a lot with you actually lately. I really like it, it's so much fun. So we've got some stickers, we've got a badge, we've got some cards. Do you want to tell us a bit about each of these items?
Okay,
and
well,
what the new game's like?
I mean, pretty much all the items are the same. So the new game is Fable Fortune. It's made by an offshoot of Lionhead before Lionhead got closed down. Thanks, Microsoft. And it's not a RPG in the traditional sense. It's not an RPG at all. It's a card game along the lines of Hearthstone. Not a genre I have much familiarity with, but certainly something I can try and discuss.
Okay.
And it's called Fable Fortune. There's a nice sticker with the name on.
Just some of the other stickers, they're really cute.
Okay, so we have a Reaver sticker here.
He's a bad man.
He is. Played by Stephen Fry, though, who is a good man.
He's a good man.
And there's the chicken, obviously a symbol of Fable, the chicken.
In the game, you can kick the chickens, which I think is mean.
Not in this game.
Well, not in this game, but in the traditional
Fable
games.
So yeah, we also got a beta key, which I won't show you the other side of because that's got the code on it.
It's got a G in it. It's got a G in it and a D somewhere.
And my favourite part, they actually gave us some of the prints of the cards you actually play in the game. So I got Reaver and the dog, a classic Fable character there. But yeah, it's a really good card game actually. Again, not a genre that I play a lot of, but something I really got into quite quickly with, you know, coaching from the guy and Dan who was with me.
Do you think you'll get the game when it comes out?
I think I will. I think as long as it's not too expensive, I think I will. It's like I said, it's like Hearthstone. There's also a morality system though, which you make different decisions and do different things in the game to like earn bonus XP and to change how your character looks and stuff like that. And it's you know, it's a good way of porting over something that's kind of core to Fable into a card game where it shouldn't really work.
Because I was going to say, like, other than the like characters and stuff, obviously the game format's completely different. Is there any similarity between this and the other Fable games, like, I don't know, story-wise?
Well, like I said,
is there story to it?
I don't know if there's story to it yet because I only played a couple of games, but you do quests. Like before each game, you select a quest you want to do. So the basic one was spend 18 gold, so it's like a task.
Oh, I see.
And if you complete the quest, you get bonus cards and bonus again like XP and stuff like that. So
collecting games can be quite fun.
Yeah. It seems like Hearthstone mechanics with like some of the elements that Fable's famous for, like I said, like the morality system and RPG elements in it as well. That really.
So it'd be interesting to see what it's like when it's released then for full game.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. So now I've got something that's incredibly familiar. Matt, I saw you had this exact thing last year.
Yeah, I did. So Halo Wars 2 were there again this year. Obviously last year they were promoting the game and the release of the new game. But
Halo Wars?
Halo Wars 2.
Wait, what? Wait, so when you're playing at the moment is Halo Wars 2?
Yes.
Why are they promoting an old game?
Because they're releasing a new expansion pack, which adds like a new campaign, a new firefight mode, and new online characters, I believe. So they were showing that off and demoing that. Because yeah, it's basically like another half a game slapped on.
It's also got a really cool pin with an animal.
Atriox. He's a brute.
Atriox.
But yeah, this would be nice because I can't find my Halo Wars 2 lanyard from last year. If anyone hasn't played Halo Wars 2 yet, I definitely recommend picking it up. We had a lot of fun with that, and the expansion, if it's going to add new campaign, it's going to add the Flood into it, so it'll make it feel more...
Those are those beasts from the Halo thing that eat your body and turn you into like a parasite.
Yeah, pretty much. You've got basic level Halo knowledge.
I played it. I did really well. I didn't die.
But yeah, no, I'd pick up Halo Wars 2 if you can get it discounted. Blitz mode is really fun as well. That's another card-based game.
What do you do in Blitz?
You play cards to build up your forces, and then you use those forces to take characters.
Oh, is that the one I played?
Probably.
I played against a stranger. It was my first time, and I actually won. I was so proud. Because he was just like in the other room briefly, so I kind of took over his game, and I actually won. It's impressive. Yeah. But yeah, it's actually quite fun.
It is.
I prefer the original games, though. What do you prefer?
What, the original Halo games?
Yeah.
Or the original Halo Wars?
No, the original Halo games compared to like Halo Wars.
Well, they're completely different games, and Halo, at its core, is a first-person shooter, so definitely those games.
Yeah. So here we've got two very nice metallic pins for Warhammer Total War. Did you get to play that, or is it a new game coming out? Or
yeah, we got to play a bit of it. They showed us a short video of what we can expect from the new game.
When's it to be released?
I have no idea. I honestly don't know. It's a strategy game that I'm not too familiar with, but it was just something. We were coming to the end of E3 and we thought, why not give it a go, you know? And it was good fun.
Warhammer's kind of like RuneScape for grown-ups, isn't it?
I don't know. I guess so. I guess that's the way you put it. I'm not sure that our Warhammer fans out there will appreciate you calling it RuneScape for grown-ups, because I think it's a completely different style of game. But
I thought it's like the same kind of thing, like you're like a hero and you go around the world fighting monsters and doing quests and stuff, don't
Total
you?
War Warhammer is a strategy game where you command large armies and take stuff.
I remember seeing the adverts on the TV, it looks kind of like RuneScape.
Yes, well, but it was good. Not my type of game, if I'm being honest. I like strategy games, but I think that was just too strategic for me. I'm a console player. I like basic level strategy games, but really fun. Certainly graphics were like, yeah, because it's a PC game. It was like 1080p, 4K. Who knows?
Wow,
something amazing.
So now we've got some items for Middle-earth Shadow of War, which is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor, I believe.
Yes.
We've got a pin badge, and we've got one ring, but not the one ring, it's just one ring.
The other one ring.
The second ring. Two ring.
I like this. This is very good. I think it's metal as well. It's really nice detail.
A bit closer.
You can't really see the inscriptions.
See, but yeah, unfortunately you can't see the inscriptions, but it's got like little writing around the side.
Yeah.
It's very
So yeah, I couldn't play Shadow of War. They didn't have a playable demo there, which is really sad because Shadow of Mordor was a really good game. But they were doing a little like show, a talk with the producer, I believe it was, of the game, and they were giving these away, yet to answer Shadow of Mordor questions. I lost it, of course.
Of course.
And yeah, I got a free t-shirt, I got this free badge, and I got this ring. So for anyone who hasn't seen any of the Shadow of War trailers, obviously it deals with Talion and Celebrimbor building a new ring to take on Sauron.
Is that who you play in the first game?
Yeah. And this is a replica of the ring they build, so it's the other one ring. Like we joked
Which ring
about
came
stuff.
first?
The One Ring.
The One Ring. Okay.
Because this
So
Shadow of War is set between the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings games.
Oh, okay.
No, games. Films.
Yeah, films.
Lore. So obviously by this point Sauron's built the ring, lost the ring, and now they're
You'd think something that powerful would keep better, like, hold on to it a bit more.
now they're crafting a new ring to take him on. It's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. The Nemesis system is a fantastic and ingenious piece of game development. I'm really looking forward to see where they take it.
Nemesis system?
It's where you kill if an orc kills you. Then he like gets a name and a title, and he can move up the hierarchy by like killing.
Oh, like in Shadow of Mordor then?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the same thing as in Shadow of Mordor. And you can technically have an orc that's just a random NPC that doesn't have a name go to like your main nemesis and like a big war chief in the structure of Mordor. It's really cool, and I'm really looking to see where they take it in the next game.
So now we have a pin for a game called Arms. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that, Matt?
So Arms could actually be out by the time you watch this video, so go buy it. Arms is a fighting game. I guess the best kind of thing I can compare it to is almost Wii boxing in a way, but I think that's doing it a bit of an injustice because it is a very different game and a very good game. Basically, you play as a fighter who has two giant arms that come out and like
different coloured arms.
Yeah, they like spring out and they punch, and it's a fighting game, so you punch people. And you can use the motion controls. We use the motion controls at E3, but I believe you can also use just buttons to control the fighting as well, but I haven't got any experience with that. But the ARMS setup at E3 was really cool. There were 4 booths. Basically, 2 people went head-to-head against each other on one booth. I played Dan. The winner of that got a set of pins. As you can see, I only got one pin. I did not win that.
You didn't.
The winner of that got a set of pins and they got a chance to progress to the final, and if you then won in the final you got a t-shirt. Unfortunately Dan did not win in the final.
You haven't told me who Dan is.
Dan's the guy I went with.
Okay.
He knows that.
Yeah, but none of our... People will be like, who's Dan? Who's this Dan dude?
It's the guy I went with.
So is this for the Switch?
Yes, this game is for the Switch, exclusive.
Okay. It's interesting seeing like all these games for the Switch and stuff, because last year pretty much all Nintendo had to bring to the table was the Wii U, which if you think of like the Xbox One and the PS4 as like the Coke and Pepsi of the gaming console world, Wii U's kind of like the own brand cola. It's like the cheaper alternative. It's like the cheaper alternative. It's like kind of similar, but you know it's not the real deal.
It doesn't even get RC cola status. It's not even third. It's just
like own brand.
It's Tesco's own brand Diet Coke.
The 47 pence for 2 litres kind of thing.
Diet Coke without caffeine.
Without caffeine.
Own brand Coke.
Whereas with the Switch, it's kind of more like a bottle of Fanta. Like, it's not trying to compete with the other two. It's like its own thing. It's refreshing because it's got a handheld sort of version of it as well. So it's got its own thing, and it's actually something you'd want.
I don't know. I've got my Wii U.
You've got the Wii U, but it's just not as anywhere near as good as the other console that it's trying
Not as good as the Switch.
Yeah, whereas the Switch itself is a lot more refreshing and new and different, and something would definitely recommend. I'd say it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Good fun for the whole family.
For the whole family.
Good for the serious gamer, good for the casual gamer, and good for playing games with your wife who doesn't normally play games.
I sometimes play games. I just play more casual games. Like you're playing like Call of Duty and Mass Effect and stuff, and I'm playing Spyro on the PS1.
Don't tar me with the Call
You've
of
been
Duty.
playing Black Ops loads lately. Don't even try to deny
That's a good point, but that's zombies. That's not real Call of Duty.
So we've got another lanyard. This one says tiny build, and when you press the button, it flashes. That is just so cool. Right, tell us more about this awesome flashing lanyard.
Well, this is more. I mean, it's by Tiny Build. They're a development studio. They make speedrunners and Mr. Shifty, which is great.
Mr. Shifty, that's something I was talking about.
This game I've been playing on the Switch again.
On the Switch?
On the Fanta of the game.
Because Nintendo didn't even really bother about E3 last year, did they? Whereas this year they didn't bring out loads of stuff.
But yeah, Tiny Build makes some really good kind of cartoony indie games. Mostly they seem to have a multiplayer kind of focus, but from my experience with Tiny Build, but then like Mr. Shifty, for example, is a fantastic single-player game.
I've never played it, but it sounds like kind of an indie game.
It's, imagine Hotline Miami.
I don't know, I played that.
Okay, but imagine it. And,
okay, I'm imagining something.
I'm
imagining like a city, and there's like zip lines, and they're on fire.
No. So imagine Hotline Miami and combine it with the first 10 minutes of the X-Men movie when Nightcrawler's like... X-Men 2. When Nightcrawler's like teleporting through the thing. That's kind of what you have to do. You have teleporting powers and you have to beat up loads of bad guys, but you die if you get hit like once.
Oh.
But that wasn't what they were showing. So basically, this is not just a lanyard by Tiny Build, it's a memento of almost an entire night. So we were invited as media to a kind of linked to E3 separate event, which was a showcase purely for indie games, because obviously E3, especially one where now the public went this year, everyone wanted to play the big games, so the smaller games kind of got left behind. This was an event purely for indie games, and it allowed us to try many different types of games that I won't talk about here because I haven't really got stuff to go along with it. But yeah, Tiny Build had a game there. It was kind of like a dungeon crawler hack and slash indie game. It was really difficult. That was the kind of draw of it, a bit like Dark Souls.
See, I like games that are slightly easier.
Difficult. Yeah, me too, actually.
Like, I get really frustrated if I keep failing on the same one.
I don't like dying.
I just like rage quit.
Yeah. And yeah, Tiny Build gave me this. It was really nice. It was a really good night, actually. Played some fantastic indie games.
So the developer worth checking out then?
Yeah, if you haven't played any Tiny Build games, obviously they've released a wide variety of games, so check out the ones that are good for you, but they've got some really cool concepts, and most of those concepts are executed really well, because obviously the thing with indie games is a lot of the time they have really cool concepts, but they just don't have the budget to execute the games really well, but Tiny Build are a studio that can get a cool concept and make a cool game out of it.
Sounds really cool. Awesome stuff. Is that it now, isn't it?
No, there's one more thing.
Okay, do you want to pass it over?
It's stickers, but it's where the stickers came from that's the interesting thing.
So, it's like a cloud with ears and a nose. Is it a mouse cloud?
I don't know.
Wall mouse. Mousus cumulus wallis.
So
It is! Communist is a cloud, it's a cloud mouse.
Yeah. So this is a game.
And this one.
This is a game called Inner World, which is published by Calypso Media. So obviously, being media at E3, we were invited to have kind of like behind-the-scenes screenings with a few of the companies. We saw Namco Bandai, Calypso Media, Servios, who are a VR indie studio. But Calypso Media really were the ones that stood out for us. They're the strategy games, again, lots of strategy games at E3. They make Tropico, which is obviously the dictator fantasy strategy game.
Obviously.
They make Dungeons, which is kind of like a dungeon keeper RTS style game.
I need to play more games, don't I?
Yes, you do. They've got Railway Empire, I believe it's called, which is a railway tycoon style railway building simulator.
I like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It's similar, but you build railways instead of roller coasters.
Roller Coaster sound more fun.
And then they have Inner World as well. So they were really good. They were really nice. They're local, actually. They live in Bracknell.
Okay.
They work out of Bracknell. But yeah, they got some really good games coming out between this year and next year. If you haven't played Dungeons particularly, and you're a fan of the old Dungeon Keeper, that's about as close as you're going to get, considering we'll never get a Dungeon Keeper 3. Obviously, Tropico's a game series with a huge fan base, and certainly something that I'm going to be looking to pick up when the new one comes out on the Xbox One. But yeah, if you're a fan of simulators or strategy games, and you kind of want a bit of both, then Calypso Media are definitely the way to go, and they gave us lots of cool stickers. And that wasn't sponsored, they didn't sponsor us in any way, they just made a really cool impression on us.
Thank you very much for watching this video. It's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. I'm pretty sure we stole that. I'm pretty sure that's a BBC thing.
I don't care.
No, it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from him. That's the BBC thing.
There we go. We're not stealing anything. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys.
Please don't sue us.
See you later.